Alright everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. And Sunderland have signed a winger, Ian Poveda. He can play on either flank or he can play through the middle as an attacking midfielder. We're also going to be talking about what the Sheffield Wednesday fans think of him. But before we do, you know what I'm going to say. Hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Where you're nearly on 10,000 subscribers. Absolutely mental. Crazy. Another thing to look out for, Alan Parks won the Sunderland shirt. Now we've still got another 4 to give away. And we'll be going live, Blackpool versus Sunderland, on Saturday, the pre-season game. The reason we're digging this one is to iron out any kinks. You know how many mistakes, how many basically me and Stephen have on these live stream. People break chairs. The green screens fall down. You name it, something goes wrong all the time. So this one's just to iron out a couple of kinks. Come on the chat, have a big crack on, it should be a laugh. Now then, with Poveda coming in, well, does that seem more likely that Jack Clark's going to leave? For me, personally, I just think it's a more strength of depth. I really do. I read somewhere that Poveda can't really play week in, week out. Now, if that's the case, take it as a pinch of salt. He's definitely not Jack Clark's replacement if that's the case. We have got quite a few wingers at the club. We've also got Mundle on the left side with Jack Clark, Watson and Bennett who can play there. We've obviously seen Bennett being played in defence rather than out on the wing. I think Bennett will go out on loan again. I didn't want Watson to go out. I want Watson to get first team minutes. I think he's easily capable of playing in the Championship. Watching him pre-season, the way he took his goal the other day, man, it was unreal. I think he'll be able to play in the Championship, no question about that. So there's plenty of depth on that side. On the opposite side, we've got Roberts, Barr, and now Poveda for me. He'll be playing out on that side. Now Poveda has spent time at Arsenal, Barcelona, and Man City academies. When he was at Man City's academy, he said he looked up to Raheem Sterling like an elder brother. So which, you know, right, you know how good Raheem Sterling is. So in 2020, he signed a 4.5-year deal for Leeds. They've sent him out on loan to Blackburn, made 10 appearances, Blackpool, 26 appearances, and most recent Sheffield Wednesday, where he made 10 appearances. He's also played in a 1-0 win, I think it was, against Sheffield United in the Premier League, which is always nice to hear. So the thing for me is he's gone off what Sheffield Wednesday fans have said. He is injury prone. Now, every player is not injury prone, it's just what happens. One Sheffield Wednesday fan said he's made of Weetabix, which was a bit worrying. But one also said the reason he feels as if he got further setbacks and more injuries and picked up other knocks is because he was rushed back because they were short on the pitch. But before we get on with what the Sheffield Wednesday fans had to say, I seen on Twitter that he is a bit of an Instagram troll. Basically, if he wins games, he'll go and wind the opposition fans up. Which, you know, as a fan myself, if one of our players were doing that, I'd always find that funny. And he'd become a fan favourite. And they've said he will be quickly a favourite of the fans because he does like to wind up other clubs. Now then, before I get into the Sheffield Wednesday fans, I want to say something about the Wednesday fans. I reckon the class, mate. The sound is out. Every time they've come up here and we've interviewed them for the channel, they've been absolutely spot on. They've always wished us well. And this is what the Wednesday fans had to say regarding Poveda. One fan said he's a quality player you've got there. We only had him for half a season, but he reminded me of Forestieri. He also said any other club and I'd be gutted about it. But I like you, so I'm happy for you. Another fan said, great player if he keeps fit, best of luck for the season. And just them 2 tweets there that they're always constantly wishing us luck, wishing us well. I think it's because we're both 2 big clubs in the League One and we had a mutual respect for each other because of the shite you used to put up with week in, week out of the tin pot clubs. I'm not going to mention any names, but you know you are. And I think there was a mutual respect because they used to get it with being a big fan base, a big club in a small league. Another Sheffield Wednesday fans tweeted this, and this sounded very promising, got us a bit excited regarding the player. Another one tweeted that, yeah, this one, it was very promising, this tweet, and I got a bit excited regarding Poveda reading this tweet. Good player there, lads. He's got the X factor about him. He will get you off your seat. Disappointing he hasn't ended up with us, but he just needs to stay fit, which is probably his main issue. As another Wednesday fan mentioning the fact that he is injury prone, and he does tend to pick up injuries throughout the season. Now, this is the tweet I was talking about earlier regarding how he was rushed back. He said, Great dribbler to help you get up the pitch, win free kicks, etc. A work of tenacity, possibly injury prone, but could be the fact that he was rushed back. Excellent internet troller as well. I've already mentioned that part and will be a favourite in no time. I've left the best to last. One fan said, and I'm taking it. I'm taking this as gospel. He said, "You've signed Messi's cousin." You know, all jokes aside, it does look very promising that he's one of these type of players who Sunderland always gone for. The ones who have lost the way in football. They were once a tricky, talented, up-and-coming player, and they've just lost the way. Like Jack Clark, like especially Roberts, and that's what Speakman's went and done. He's went out there and got him, and that's like the same type of player. Obviously, I'm worried about his injuries. How a lot of fans are saying he's constantly picking up injuries. But all in all, it's another player through the door very early. He can get pre-season, plenty of minutes in his legs. We're his new team, ready to go for the new season. Also, Alexander Mendy, it looks like he's in Sunderland now, having his medical, believe it or not. This is the words coming from Roker Report. The Sunderland Echo have done a tweet about him. And it looks like it could be a double signing today. The reason I've done this video today now about Poveda is simply because somebody leaked the picture, the scarf picture. So we're not attacking him. We know he's going to be signing for Sunderland, so we can do videos on him. The only thing is, I don't know the length of the contract. That's the only thing. The details of the contract, what Speakman said about the player, what the player says about Sunderland, but it's more or less the same stuff really what they come out with when they sign new players. But all in all, I'm quite pleased about this player. He's tricky, he's a good dribbler, really reminiscent of Roberts. So I'm excited to see him. Like I said, regarding what the Sheffield Wednesday fans, it's all positive apart from the injuries. He does get us off our seats, which we all like to see them. It's what you pay your money for, to see them type of players. Hopefully, he can chip in with goals and assists as well. We'll need him. You know what happened last season with injuries and the season before. But that's about it, everybody. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Any Wednesday fans watching, let us know as well. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.